Okay, so let's start at the bottom question. Now y equals 3 and we want get x equals. So let's write the equation down and take the plus b across to be a minus b. Take the times 3 across to be divide 3. Now turn to log notation. The log of y minus b over 3 to base a is equal to the index 2x. Take the 2 across to be a half, and we're finished. Therefore, b is the only option there. And let's go to the next question, work our way up. We've got a function such that I'm just going to rearrange that for using that power can go in front. So it's really 4 times, there's the log, that's a 1, that's the log of x curve, and 4 times the log of x would be 4 times the height. It stretches 4 factor from the x-axis. Now therefore the domain has to start, you can't start at 0. A has to be bigger than 0. A can't be 0. And so if that's the domain, then we're okay. So starting from some x value, we can't have the 0 line, because the 0 line doesn't really allow us to have that domain. I'll just draw a picture of the inverse, to have the inverse function. There we go. Now we've got an inverse function because we're allowing our domain being from A, therefore our range is going to be from A, and our domain is everywhere for that value. Okay, let's go to the next question. We want the derivative to be negative, so the derivative of negative is from that point, not including that point, because at that point it's a 0, all the way to that point, but not including that point, because at that point it's a 0. So we want our x to be between -3 and +3, and we can't equal it to 3. It has to be a. Alright. Simultaneous equations, no solutions. Now the gradient of line 1 has to equal the gradient of line 2, and we have to have different constants. So therefore the ratio of the coefficient of x with the ratio of the coefficient of x here has to equal the ratio of y with the m-3 of that y. Now the constants 6 and m-1, if they are equal, then we will get an infinite number of solutions, because really we have the same equation. So what we need is 0 solutions, which is not equal, that can't be equal, then we would have no solutions. That is, the constants are at a different place.